But the Lakers have going back to culture. Lakers have always had great talent.
Mm.
They've always people want to play there. People want to be a part of that roster. Why? Well, I mean, there's history there, but I think it's also because what you said. I mean, they're known for people winning. They're known for having the best. They're known for taking care of the big players. I think Boston Celtics are known for that. You get to Boston, why are they always in the hunt? Because they take care of their players. You got multiple teams. I don't know that the Bulls, although they're my favorite team, I don't know if the Bulls are really known for that. At
Mm.
the end of the day, like Michael Jordan had to go out and make money and made more money with Nike than he did playing basketball. So, like, I think that's probably why Michael Jordan stayed in Chicago, was because he have to go chase some money. Not everybody gets a record signing contract with a shoe dealer like he did back then. And so, like, he just needed a place to play at that point. And I think the
Yeah.
Bulls gave him the best chance of winning.
Yeah, I mean it's the Lakers have a brand. The Yankees have a brand. I mean they have this shield that people want to wear the pinstripes. People want to wear the yellow and the purple. Michael Jordan was the brand. The Bulls were nothing, and he literally just made them something. And I think that's the difference, which is if you want to accidentally fall into good talent, then don't worry about it. Accidentally you'll get somebody every now and then. But if it's like you want a culture of winning, a culture of like, this is who we are. I say this to clients all the time. You have two customers, right? You have the person you're selling to, and you have your internal team. And a lot of times when we talk about branding, I'm not even worried about the customer. I could care less. That's secondary. What I'm worried about is if we make these custom tees, we make these t-shirts, we make this apparel, we make these stickers, we do all these different things, are people going to want to associate with the brand? And I mean, one of the coolest things we see all the time is when we see people out there with, who aren't even part of our company, who don't even work with us anymore, wearing Sharper sweatshirts. And it's like that says a lot about who you are. And I think that's the idea that the Lakers have that. People can come there and get up under the banner of the LA Lakers and feel cool about it. And I think that's what the Mavericks are missing on. They had the ability to do it. I think they were on the right path. But things like this, man, they chip away at that value. And when you think about how much those teams are worth, that logo is a huge part of that worth. There's only so many of them that have NBA logos, and if you don't take care of it, it can go sideways real fast.
For
Yeah,
more
it's
about
funny. Brandon sent me a picture one time. It was a competitor, and they were holding a Signet, and like the room had somebody in it with a Sharper sweater on, and I thought that was pretty funny. It was like she's still wearing our sweater, even though
Yeah.
she's in the room. So it's pretty interesting. The other thing, I wanted to add to this is that I always tell teams you have the teams you deserve, right? Leaders have the teams they deserve, and
100%.
the truth is, at the end of the day, he left for a reason, and it wasn't just about money. It was about the brand where they were playing, who he got to play with, and LeBron James. He's happy. He's very happy. The only people hurting right now is Maverick fans. That's who's
Yeah.
hurting. It was the fans who just lost one of the best players in the league because you had a team and a culture that couldn't keep great talent.
Yeah, that's right.
personally, in not necessarily business related or professional, but like, how does this type of thing happening in the sports world specifically affect your like loyalty to the team? 'Cause I feel like personally, you take like the Cubs, and they won the World Series, and I get it. There's the business side, there's the you know contracts, all that stuff, but then you trade these players away, and it's kind of like that's who people enjoy watching are the players. They don't know the owners. They're not loyal to the owners. They're loyal to the institution and the players, and then you just go and like undercut them. Inversely, the players do it as well, right? Is it Soto, that went to the Mets, kind of dropped the Yankees, what is like just like personally for you, do you feel like you have loyalty to a team regardless of who's playing? Or is it like, man, it really kind of is a punch in the gut when these things happen?
I think it's a generational thing. I mean, kids today are much more like, I think Steph Curry is kind of the if you want to use him as the fulcrum point. There are people who are huge Steph Curry fans. I mean, every kid was wearing a Golden State Warriors jersey there. They didn't care about the Golden State Warriors. They're big Steph Curry fans. I think that has to do with broadcasting and distribution. Used to be that, you only got to watch the Bulls on WGN and that's it. Now it's like NBA League Pass. You can watch any team, anytime, anywhere. I still think it's important. I think it damages your brand, your company. I don't think it's the same as it used to be. I mean, I remember growing up as a Cubs fan. The Cubs signed Jim Edmonds, who was with the Cardinals.
Yep.
And you had people who literally stopped being Cubs fans because they went and got Jim Edmonds because they hated him so much. You don't see that really. I mean, the converse would be like 2016, Dexter Fowler was like the hero for the Cubs. They traded him to the Cardinals. People still love Dexter Fowler. So I don't think it's as much as it used to be. But it's still a thing. I mean, there's definitely loyalties there. But I don't think it's as bad as it used to be. I mean, I don't hate Zach LaVine because he got traded over to the Kings. It's kind of like, okay, he'll be fun to watch over there too.
Yeah. I think anymore sports, people follow players. They don't follow teams anymore.
Right.
I think the loyalty of teams is kind of gone because honestly, the owners have made it about money and they've gotten rid of the loyalty. They've broken a franchise. I think the salary cap has forced that to some degree. You can't be loyal. You have to start unloading people. I was texting Jacob yesterday and I'm like, hey, Samuel just left the 49ers. He's going to the Commanders. And I'm like, thank you for your wide receiver because he's a big 49ers fan. I'm a big Commanders fan. I'm like, thanks for your wide receiver. He's like, I'll still enjoy watching him play when I'm watching him play over there, right?
Yeah.
Here's what Brandon said. So people aren't really loyal to teams, right? They're loyal to the players that are on the team. If Michael Jordan would have left and went and played for the Lakers, I would have bought a Lakers jersey.
No. See, you lost me there. But okay, let's go here, Gary, because I mean, I know you're a big college football fan. You're a big West Virginia fan. I think it's different in college football. I think it's a different sport. So
you're right. 1,000 times different. People are loyal in college, and if you got a player that leaves college and goes plays for a competitor, he isn't getting the same welcome.
Right.
He's getting rewarded with a lot of hate. To be honest with you, probably a little unhealthy at the level in college of you don't leave this college and go play for this college. I remember. Speaking of which, I remember when Rodriguez was in the game against Pittsburgh, and if West Virginia won the football game, they go play the national championship, right? And Rodriguez announces before the game that he is going to go coach Michigan.
Yeah,
Michigan
Rich Rod.
Here. And the whole team fell apart. Steve Slayton and Pat White were like, what the heck? They playing a good game. They lost to an unranked Pittsburgh team in their own backyard. Why? Because their culture got disrupted by their coach being unloyal to their organization and what everybody in West Virginia. And it's even worse in West Virginia, right? Because nobody ever leaves West Virginia once you're in West Virginia. Even the people, the dogs stay in West Virginia. They don't leave. Everyone stays in West Virginia.
That's what, Gary, I was going to talk trash about West Virginia, but I didn't want all the West Virginia people coming out at me. But then I remembered they don't have internet there. They don't know what's going on. So.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
sorry to all our West Virginia listeners. I am kidding. That is a joke. I love the state of West Virginia. Please don't come at me. Don't at me on Facebook. All right. Okay.
Yeah. See, what's funny is they'll laugh at my jokes about West Virginia. They'll hate on you because you're not from there.
It's like somebody criticizing your family. You're gonna come out with the guns, but Gary's got video of him ripping into his kid. So yes.
They're all family in West Virginia. So
just get himself fired up.
Hey, it's why I left West Virginia. I have so much family there. I didn't know if I was going to marry somebody else related to.
Oh,
exactly.
See, come at him. Don't come at me.
So to put a bow on it, if you want the super max, don't go get the super size. Okay.